Welcome to the League of Know-It-Alls Weekly Recap with your host, Team Commissioner.
What's up, fuckheads? How we doing? Welcome to week 9. We are getting really fucking close to them playoffs, man. Better make some moves. Who's excited? I'm fucking excited, man. This has been a hell of a season. We had some crazy news come down this week. Sorry, I'm clicking around trying to find our league real quick. Some crazy shit, man. We got Zeke suspended, of course. It was like, oh, we're going to take our time with the ruling. Boom! 30 seconds later, you're fucking suspended, asshole. So, I don't know what's going down. Jerry Jones is threatening to sue Roger Goodell. And then you have, like, I don't know what the repercussions from this is. I mean, it's bananas. You know what I'm saying? So, we had crazy couple weeks in fantasy football as well, man. People not doing so hot that should, and vice versa. Like... LaShawn McCoy, right? Fuck, man. But we'll get to all that in just a minute. So the season's coming to an end slowly. We got playoffs coming up, and a couple guys are pretty close. We'll get to the standings at the end. Probably some things that might want to bring up for next year, probably ahead of time. One of them might be when we declare keepers. I was thinking about this today. So we do it usually August 1st, which is like a month out right before... It's like a month out before the season, and there's a lot of injuries that happen after the fact. Like, I think Jay Ajayi got hurt pretty early this year. A couple other people, and you're kind of screwed because you're stuck with them. So, I don't know if it's fair to do it up until like 2 days before the draft, maybe. I don't know. We can discuss something like that, which I think would be good for the league. Also, I'd like to discuss doing a party for our league at the end of this to declare the winner. We obviously will know who the loser is, also before the finals. So, who knows? Maybe we'll have a playoff again this year. I don't know. It's all pretty close. Team Van Damage won last week, I believe. We'll get to that in a minute. And so let's hop right into it. First up, we have Good Luck Chuck versus Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, I know a lot of you are going to give me a lot of shit because my team should lose and should have lost the last 2 weeks, and everyone's like, oh, no, your team isn't losing, your team sucks. Well, after week after week after week that I keep winning, it has to mean something at some point, right? And so, yeah, I understand that half my players shit the bed, but so did half of his. We'll get to how this all ended. So I ended up with 92.6 points versus Obi-Wan Kenobi's 89.6. Now, mind you, early in the day, we both had shitty fucking players. We were like tied for like 60, 80 points, like 82 points versus 83 points. It was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Doug Martin literally got sat midway through the third quarter and did not return. He had 0.7 fucking points. Lamar Miller had 10.6. Early in the day, Chris Ivory, so Leonard Fournette got some type of suspension by the team. And what happened was I got it super early, and I hopped on, grabbed him before anyone else could, and all he had left was TJ Yeldon. Sorry, that's fantasy football. 4.2 points for TJ Yeldon versus Chris Ivory, 11.9 points. So that was kind of a determining factor, honestly, right there. And to make matters worse, I was going into the Sunday night game. I was losing by 1 point. 1 point, right? And he had Matthew Stafford, and I had Marvin Jones. All I needed was basically 0 passing touchdowns that wasn't to Marvin Jones, or I need at least 1 passing touchdown to Marvin Jones to have a shot. And I knew that was going to be tough. That was going to be tight, right? Somehow, all the fucking touchdowns went to Marvin Jones. He ended up with 2 touchdowns. And here, let me check his stats. So we had 2 touchdowns, 7 catches for 107 yards, 29 points. Almost dropped a 30 burger. Matthew Stafford ended up with 25 points and somehow pulled out the W this week. 1 step closer to that playoff spot. If I win this week, we'll get to that. If I win this week against Dolphin Domination, I'm guaranteed in the playoffs at this point. So Hopefully, fingers crossed that we have to have that happen, honestly. Over here, Mike Evans got suspended, but he basically didn't do shit, and then he took a shot at a guy. There was a bunch of fucking fights this week. It's been all over the news. It's ridiculous. It's unacceptable. I don't know why you're punching a fucking helmet like a moron to break your fucking hand when you're one of the best wide receivers in the league, AJ Green. But Jesus, dude, what are you? That is a special level of angry. You hear me? You have got to be a special type of pissed off to punch a helmet violently without even thinking about it. So, anyway, Jarvis Landry sitting on the bench with 12 and Alex Smith with 18 wouldn't have helped any. However, I don't know. If you're not going to swap Jarvis Landry for Mike Evans, so can't do much there, unfortunately. Let's see. Marshawn Lynch had 19 points. I thought after that game, I thought I was going to be dead. Maybe it was Monday night game. I apologize. It might have been a Monday night game that he played in Green Bay. Any case. So, I thought I was toast. That's what it was. Marshawn Lynch played Sunday night, and then Monday night, whatever. Doesn't matter. Marshawn Lynch got 19 points. Michael Thomas got you 10. Tyreek Hill got you 14. Matthew Stafford got you 25 points. But when it gets Dak, who got me 26. Lamar Miller got me 10. Marvin Jones, 29. Burger. Chris Ivory, 11. Now, my defense shit the bed at -1. You had Cardinals at 12, which was nice. And I basically could have played any other fucking wide receiver than what I did except for Marvin Jones. I mean, Emmanuel Sanders shit the bed, 3.5. Ted Ginn gave me 13. And Kenyon Drake gave me 13.4. Should have played him instead of Doug Martin, but you're not going to do that on a normal day. And Robert Woods gave me 21 just sitting on the bench. I mean, they just blew up on my bench. It's Anyway. Moving on over here to Philadelphia Bison versus Dolphin Domination, man. Dolphin Domination is riding that train up top, man. It's like he's like the fucking quarterback whisperer, right? After the first week, the Deshaun blew up, picks him up, plays him every week. It's better, blows up, right? Jared Goff, been good all year, but he's been kind of starting to go down a little bit. Boom, as soon as you get him, 31 burger on Dolphin Domination's team. I feel sorry for Philadelphia Bison, man. It sucks. But you had Tyrod Taylor, 26.9 points. Ezekiel Elliott, 15. Derrick Henry, 10.6. Devontae Parker's 10. Crazy, man. Rams defense, 11 points over here on Philadelphia Bison. Jared Goff, 31 points. Robert Kelly, 13.8 points. Javorius Allen, a.k.a. Buck Allen, 16. Jaguars D, 14 points. Been the real deal. What's hilarious is Philadelphia's Bison's entire bench is on a bye except for Zach Ertz, who was out. Like, it's got Tom Brady on a bye, Patriots on a bye, Melvin Gordon on a bye, Duke Johnson on a bye, Stephon Diggs on a bye, Juju Smith-Schuster on a bye, Zach Ertz out. So don't tell me about fucking bye apocalypse, because if anything, this guy lived it. Moving on over here, we got Antonio Brown on his bench on a bye, Isaiah Crowell on his bench, Mike Gillislee on his bench, and Ben Roethlisberger on his bench, all on a bye. And then everyone else was kind of like, meh, on your team. But it was a good fight, man. You and me, you've got to win out. I have got to win. I've got to lose a minimum of I'll have to lose out, and you have to win out to even come close to playing in the playoffs. If I beat you, it's game over. So over here, up next, we have 68.5 versus 115.3. Balls on your forehead. I'm a snowflake. You guys went head-to-head. You guys are best buds now. It's cute. Just kidding. Jameis Winston got you 3.5 because he went out with an injury. Balls on your forehead. Frank Gore, 9 points. Alex Collins, 5. Jordy Nelson, 5. Deshaun Jackson, 4. Whew, that's rough. Travis Kelce got you double digits, so 16 points. And Mr. Funchess himself, 11 points. 68.5 total points. You had Matt Forte blow up in your bench for 23.6 points, but much like you, as I did in another league, I sat him as well, I knew it was a bad week after Thursday night. Over here, Marcus Mariota, 15 points. Todd Gurley, 23. Jeremy Maclin, 13. Jack Doyle, 10. Joe Mixon, 12. And the Seahawks D against Washington blowing up at 13 points. 115.3 points. Puts it in the books, man. I'm a snowflake. Catching up to me. Balls on your foreheads. 1 step behind me. 2 steps now. We'll get to that. Coming up next, we have got Gator Moskin. Actually, I take that back, Mr. Balls on your forehead. I was mistaken. Thought you were going to get away from me, huh? Nope. That's my bad. I almost blew right over the fucking donkey of the week. Should have known that. Mr. Balls on your forehead. Congratulations. You won that award this week. Next up, we have got Gator Moskin at 76.2 points and Hulk Hagen for 86.6 points. Man, Hulk Hagen making a strong run. Over here we have Gator Moskin. Let's see. Julio Jones finally showing up for you. 17 points. Vernon Davis, 10. Damian Williams, 15 points. That's the other Miami running back that basically gets all the runs, and Kenyon Drake gets all the passes. Over on the flip side, we got Carson Wentz blowing up for 24 points. Robbie Anderson, 12. And your Eagles defense got you 10. You might be an Eagles fan after this. Everyone else is pretty solid, though. About 6-8 points each for a grand total of 86.6 points. Now, over here, Gator Moskin did come away with some bipocalypse. You got Adam Thielen, Chris Hogan, Jordan Howard, Tariq Cohen, and Dalvin Cook, who's on IR. But all those guys are on bye this week. So that is kind of tough, honestly, a little bit. Next up, we've got Badger Ave Bangers versus... Are you serious, man? Badger Ave Bangers, you let Team Van Damage score 136 points on you, man. The last guy in the fucking league, you let him come back like that, making a name for himself and shit. And also, Mr. Team Van Damage, how about we change our name to Van Damage? Why does that have to be Team Van Damage? You just not forget to delete that shit off the front of your settings in your little app. You know, there's like a settings button and there's an edit name, and then you can delete that. So just so you know, we got 90.4 versus 136.5 points, the biggest week of his career. Probably scored more points this week than he did like 3 weeks combined. But still got it done. Russell Wilson, 23.6 points. Golden Tate, 17.8. Evan Ingram, which I should have never fucking traded him away. I should have just flexed him forever and ever and ever like a moron. Orleans Darkwa, 8.9. Lions D got you 6. Over on the flip side, Derek Carr, 16. Amir Abdullah, 10. Alvin Kamara, the new hot guy, 28.2. Doug Baldwin finally showing up because Russell Wilson showing up, 23 points. Alshon Jeffrey getting more, he's getting a little bit more rapport with Carson Wentz, 23.4 points. Jared Cook, 19.6 points. On your bench, Cam Newton sitting there with 20 points, and Jamal Williams with 10.2. So, yeah, it's a pretty stout score right there, man. A little tough to beat that. 90 points would have beat most people in our league that week, but luck of the draw, man. Sorry. Over here, super tight, close game, dude. Shake and Bake versus Breeze's King of the Drews. Breeze's King of the Drews got 95 points. And over here, Shake and Bake ended up scoring 96.2 points. And that's fucking hilarious. He beat you with a guy on bye. Wow. That's the dickish thing I've ever seen in my life. Dude, set your fucking lineup. I'm not reviewing your lineup. Drew Brees, 18.7. Adrian Peterson, 18.7. Christian McCaffrey, 17.9. Des Bryant, 10. Saints D, 19. I'm pissed. I'm telling you, it's like strike two. Honestly, I don't know. Anyway, you still beat them. It's bullshit. I know. I'd be angry too. It is what it is, man. Let's go over to standings, man. Let's see what's shaking it up in this league, honestly. Oh my God, look who's on top. Guess who? This motherfucker right here. Who's got 2 thumbs and is in first place? This fucking guy. So, 7-2. Only got 2 losses this season so far, man. That's pretty stout. Regardless of what my fucking points against are, or you're so fucking lucky. Last year was the opposite. So this year it's going to be the opposite of that. So next year I'm just fucked because they're going to score the most points against me again. I'm just going back and forth, back and forth. Anyway, we got Badger Ave, 7-2. On the flip side, on the West, we got I'm a Snowflake and Hulk Hagen at 6-3 right behind me. And then behind them, we've got Badger Ave Bangers and Balls on Your Forehead. So those are pretty much 5 guys right there, almost geared up and ready to go to the playoffs. The only guy that can really catch us at this point is Shake and Bake, there's Dolphin Domination, Breeze is King of the Drews, and Balls on your. Or, I don't know. You guys are all 5-4. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 of us right now in the playoffs, technically. 4 of you are 5-4, 2 are 6-3, and I'm 7-2. So whoever gets most points 4 in the 5-4 bracket gets to make it into the league, into the playoffs. And then, like I said, we've only got 3 weeks left, right? 10, 11, 12. So Shake and Bake, who is 4-5, I would have to lose out every game, and he'd have to win every game. And the same thing, so that's the only guy that can catch us. At the bottom, we've got 3 guys at 3-6 and 1 at 2-7. Still fucking anybody's trophy at the bottom. Better scramble, do what you got to do, man. Just do not be last this year. So I don't know. All these middle people are going to have to battle it out. Shake and Bake may have to lose. Dolphin Domination is going to have to lose. Breeze's King of the Drew is going to have to lose. Balls in your friend. It doesn't matter at this point. After this week, if I beat Dolphin Domination, I am automatically in the playoffs. Boom. Cannot wait. So we got a lot of people close, man. So, I mean, everybody, even the guys who are 3-6, you're only 3 games back. You're actually only 2 games back. You could win out, and hopefully someone loses out, and you could be right in there. I mean, it's not impossible. It really isn't. So, good luck to you guys. You know, I'll have to bring some more content. There'll be a lot of things I want to talk about. I need to make a list of, like, items, things like that I really want to talk about as far as the league goes. And we'll figure all that shit out. So, in the meantime, as always, dilly dilly.